Hey guys, how you doing? I'm making another one. All my life, I've been an American. I lived in America. I like America. America's cool. I lived in the West Coast of America. The ice cubes and all that, and the West Coast classic. That I lived in Oildale and Bakersfield all my life. Those aren't the biggest places. I know I'm not really down in Los Angeles right now, but that's my life, right? All my life, though, I have never once, and I mean once, ever, had ever been involved with politicians in general, or even just government stuff. Listen, let me tell you a little secret. The little kids and the government, we don't really have much going on. I was never really one of them programs. I was never one really in those things. I think the most I ever been in was nothing actually. I lied because I haven't really done much. Like the government and me, the only reason why I'm alive is just because I live with people that make money, and the government loves that. Besides that, I have never really interacted with it. I have never interacted with a politician, or the government or anything really, at least in my knowledge of extent. So, I live most of my life just regular. I go to school, I go to the store. Every now and then I'll look at a church. I won't go in the church, but I'll look at it because churches are interesting. I know one church that has just a bunch of stray cats that live in it, which is fucking awesome. For a church to do that, have some stray cats. Have a snail around there. That'd be cool. Anyway, yeah, no, never. I'm gonna tell you what. I've been born since 2007. I remember the first political thing I was a part of was Trump versus Hillary. Now, I liked Obama. Obama was cool. I didn't know much about black people back in the day, but Obama was awesome. I saw Obama and he was like reading little stories to kids and he was bombing people in other countries. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I want to do that when I grow up. Then I realized that my watch time's how much? Anyway, so. And then after Obama, this orange guy comes out and he talk about making things huge. I'm talking like big, huge things in development right now. And then he would talk about a wall that was so huge. This wall was one of the hugest walls actually ever invented. It was the hugest wall ever made to keep Mexico out, and we're gonna dip it in gold and pay for it. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Uh, and a woman came out and she was like, I don't know why. I don't remember anything she said. Maybe that's why she left. Maybe she was just really boring. We just didn't realize. Anyway, you'd be surprised how many people will change their ideologies because they see a nice pair of tits. Trust me, you'll see it all the time in America. Now, Trump won, which no one was expecting. That actually caught us all off guard. We thought first black president, first woman president. No, Trump came in and he just fucking his wall apparently was really cool. Everyone just wanted to see a giant wall, and you know, I guess people just don't like Mexicans a lot, even though Mexicans basically built America. Basically, he won, scared the shit out of everyone, and then we dealt with him for a little bit, and then the old man came down from office, Mr. Biden. Now, I didn't really care, but I had a sibling who did, and they cared, so I cared a little. So I went to Google and I looked up the thing, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm going for the old man because the old man seems like a new face, and apparently we just love new faces around here. Then he won, and everyone wasn't surprised, but they acted surprised at the stuff he did. Which I'm not gonna lie with you. You look at a man. You look at the only two options of the presidents being an old guy in a hat that says "Make America Great Again," or another old man with no hat but he has little gloves. You don't really get too happy. Now, I think no one really had a choice. I think it was just more like, who do you think should look funny in this chair the most? And they just picked Biden. And I didn't really get involved until I heard we got our troops out of the Middle East. Now that's when I raised my eyebrow because I've been born since 2007. All my life, we've been fighting the Middle East. And I got no problems with Middle Eastern people. I love all the East. I love the Middle East. I love the front East. I love the back East. I love the side East. I love all the East. But like, this is how I was born. And I was born with the fact that this is war, right? This is like I was born in the 60s and my life was, oh well, there's a war in Korea. You know, that's what was going on. That was the big war. To me, the I think Afghan war was. I could be wrong. I don't know names good, but it was that. And the fact that we were getting our troops out of the Middle East, it kind of surprised me because not only was the first time I saw change happen, like something big happen, but it was the first time I really saw them do anything in there. Like, we've been over here in America fighting our little heads off. Over there in the Middle East, we have a fucking war going on there. We have people dying. We have people going home disfigured, blown up, destroyed. And all for 9/11, of course. That's the kind of big thing that ties everything together. If you don't believe me, my entire life, what's the one thing that's always been above my head was never forget. No matter where I went. It's always never forget, never forget. You know, look what they did to the Twin Towers. And I look back on the 9/11, and to me, I don't see it as like a huge giant fucking freak out. No, because it was like 6 years after 9/11. To me, 9/11 is like a sad note. 9/11 is like a, oh darn, a lot of people died that day. Boo hoo. But and I just think people, they shouldn't forget the incident, but they do need to also remember that the people who did it, the people who blew it up, I don't really know about you, but I heard some conflicting things. I heard people, different groups and all that, whatever. Everyone has a different say on stuff. So if I don't even know the 100% factual way they blew up two towers, how the hell am I supposed to trust anything? Like, listen, I don't know the people who did it. One of the biggest things that we're never supposed to forget, I don't know who did it besides those Osama. I don't know why they did it. I don't know what made them do it. I don't know how they did it. All I know is that they did it. To me, as an American, that doesn't look more as an attack. That looks more like we're just really shitty at defending ourselves. Like, if a person can sneak on and steal 4 planes, crash 2 of them, 3 of them, and then crash one to a field in Pennsylvania, or Pennsylvania, that doesn't look good on our defense now, does it? There wasn't really anti-aircraft gun ready. There wasn't really a response, you know. There wasn't really a team ready, you know. That's just all I remember. I remember it being sad, and I remember showing that we have really bad defenses. As American, I think I would got revenge, but I also would put a little more money in defense, you know? Maybe some more naval bases around there. Maybe like, I don't know, better plane security instead of the bullshit we got nowadays. Walking through a metal detector like it's gonna do anything. Like, literally, I skipped an entire metal detector just because I'm barely fucking crippled. Like, can you believe that? Like, imagine seeing a crippled terrorist. You probably haven't, but I could have. It's like that one Fluffy joke. You ever seen a fat terrorist? Nah, that's not a bomb. I'll trust me. That's Arby's. No, listen. That's just all I remember, right? That's how it is to me. That's how it's portrayed. That's how it is. It's either really sad or we need better defenses. Then we went to fight. We were getting the revenge we wanted. You know, I went to the park with this very shirt. A black guy went up to me and said, "Hey man, nice shirt." I said, "Thank you." We started talking, having a good time. Turns out he was a fucking Marine or Navy guy or whatever. He went into the war after he saw the planes fell on the TV. Then he fought, went back to Nevada with his love, and had some kids there. But of course, money was a problem. So he went to California trying to look for a job, and now lives in a little home for homeless vets. Listen to me. There's a man out there who served our country because the towers fell, and all he gets now is a really shitty made home and a public park. A man who fought literally the highest rank ever. A man who deserves not only our respect but dedication, and he should deserve a lot more, is now basically homeless with kids and family in another state just because the U.S. decided, oh, hey, he fought, nah, we shouldn't give him any money. We shouldn't help him out. We shouldn't fucking maybe not send people to war, maybe put robots there. All I'm saying is that we've got robots to fight. That'd be at least cooler. A lot less people dying, I'd rather a fucking robot die than a fucking human, at this point. Like, Jesus Christ. The amount of times, God. He deserves better. And it just kind of makes me sad. But this, the fact that that guy went through all that, and we hear all these stories of people literally fighting and dying for your country just to come back in a wheelchair, thrown thrown to the trash, nothing but an old faded American flag on the chair. That sounds really fucking welcoming now, doesn't it? It's that and the fact that, again, I don't know 100% truths, and I can't go back and get everything, because of so many people saying different things to an event that we're never supposed to forget. Forgive me if I was a little shocked that he just took him out. It's gone. And then people came back and and I think they started like, hey, we're not going to be as mean as last time, but we're still here. I don't care. Then this new girl came, and Kamala, and no offense, but at this point I don't even care. Like, you can put a fucking carrot in there for all I care. Literally a carrot. Carrot could run a country a lot better. You're asking me, Bryson, do you prefer the memeable, literal guy who wants to build a giant wall in Mexico, or some chick? I'll go with the chick. Fuck it. I'm not going with the chick, alright, just because it's a chick too. I'm just going with a chick because screw it. I want to see something new. I'm tired of fucking turning on the TV and I see the same two guys, same people arguing. Blah blah blah. Well, I don't like you. You don't like me. At least she's fucking doing something new. At least I think she is. I don't even care at this point. Listen. As an American, I'm gonna help you understand American politics real quick. There's only one American politic that counts. At the end of the day, I'm driving home from work, and I get pulled over. I got my hands on the dashboard like I told you guys to do. Hands on the dashboard. Put your stuff up there if you have to. Put your ID, wallet, whatever. Hands on the dashboard. And the fact that that cop sees the brown on me, and the fact that my voice hasn't accumulated to the white speaking voice, that can mean life or death. Listen. If you look like the skin color you're not, if you sound like the skin color now, if you act like something you don't look like you're supposed to look like, or you are, you can die. Death. I'm talking death. I'm talking like permanent. In the ground. This is to everyone in Europe, everyone fucking Australia, everyone. You can be on the moon, you gotta listen to this shit. I can drive around having a good time with my family. I got an entire 25 kids behind me. And if I just act too little ghetto for him, too black, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get a bullet in my fucking face. And they're gonna turn to their superior officer and go, oh, well, he spooked me. And they're gonna get nothing behind that. They can kill people under that fact, and nothing happens to them. There are people, police officers, who will plant drugs. I'm talking like hard shit, like coke, plant them. And unless they decide to be stupid and leave the camera on, they will never get caught. Because it's always their word against yours. That's what the people around the world have to understand. Only real thing killing Americans is Americans. I've been Bryson. I'm not trying to get political, but I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I talked about what I think. I have you guys have a good one. Peace.